I think it is time for TikTok time though,
Oh,
because
okay. All right.
yes, because we're gonna do King of the Hill again, but I now have adjusted for who I am dealing with. So today's King
You've
of the
checked the game plan, you've checked the tape, and you're like, oh,
Game one did
okay.
not work out. Game one
Yeah,
did not
yeah,
work out for me.
yeah.
So I had to adjust the game plan, come up with a new defense. So we
I
are doing
respect it.
King of the Hill of worst matches.
Oh, all right. Yeah, now we're talking.
We're doing King of the Hill for worst
Now
matches.
we're talking.
All right, are you ready, Jeremy?
Yes. Hold on.
Here we go.
Do I get final say? Or are you voting as well?
No,
What if it's
no,
split?
we're gonna take the votes from the chat. The chat is the tiebreaker.
Oh,
So
the chat's behind.
we'll say
The chat's
yeah,
dumb.
we're gonna take basically the first 3 to 5 answers. It has to be an odd
Okay.
number. We're gonna
All
take the
right.
first 3 to 5 answers that come up in the chat, and that's how we'll determine if we are tied on any of these matchups. All right, are you
Okay.
ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So worst matches, King of the Hill. We're starting off hot with the Goldberg special.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fiend versus Goldberg, or
Yep.
Goldberg versus The Undertaker.
Ooh. Oh. I gotta go Goldberg and Undertaker. That's gonna be a tough one to beat too. Because we reviewed both of these on Worst of the Weeds, and our conclusion was Goldberg and Fiend wasn't good, but it was kind of largely inoffensive because it was short and
Yeah.
everything. So like whatever. Goldberg and Undertaker is a train wreck of epic proportions. So man, that's gonna be tough to beat. Like that's gonna be tough to beat overall because I think that's our number two match behind Jenna and Charmel. So you gotta really have something here to beat. I mean, it might have to be Jenna and Charmel, but you gotta really have something to beat Goldberg and Undertaker.
Next up, Goldberg and Undertaker versus its predecessor, Brothers of Destruction versus DX.
No, that match sucked too, but I still gotta go Goldberg and Undertaker. I will say for Brothers of Destruction, that's a much longer match, and so
Yes.
I take that into account of like, oh man, I got to sit through like a 20-minute match instead of a 10-minute match. But Goldberg and Undertaker, someone nearly dies in that match. Two people,
Yeah.
maybe.
I will say for I will go with Goldberg and Taker as well, because I feel like it took longer for Brothers of Destruction versus DX to fall apart.
Yeah.
It falls apart so fast in Goldberg versus Taker. It falls
It
apart.
falls apart before Goldberg gets in the ring because he concusses himself.
Then you got Goldberg versus Taker versus Bret the Hitman Hart versus Vince McMahon, WrestleMania 26.
Oh, that match did suck. But it sucked for reasons that were kind of out of their control. Like, Bret's just old. Vince just wasn't good. And they decided, hey, let's just do a bunch of chair shots and everything. Goldberg and Undertaker, like, they thought that was something. They really thought of like, ooh, first time ever. The one of the biggest stars in
Yeah.
WCW, one of the biggest stars in WWE. Brett versus Vince was just like, yeah, we know this isn't gonna be all that good. It's gonna be Brett just kind of whooping his ass, and then here comes run-ins and everything. It's still Brett, or it's still Goldberg and Undertaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I hate Brett versus Vince. I think it's one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. But it's not as like someone almost died like Taker and Goldberg. You are right. That is a tough one to beat, but we might have the match to do it. Goldberg versus Undertaker versus Michael Cole versus Jerry King Lawler, WrestleMania 27.
Now, Michael Cole being undefeated at WrestleMania pops me, so still going Goldberg and Undertaker.
All right, this is the one we're gonna have to go to the chat because I'm going Cole and Lawler. It's
Oh,
Cole
get
and
out of
Lawler.
here.
Cole and Lawler's worse than that.
Michael Cole,
13 minutes feels like an hour long Goldberg and Taker match.
here's
That
my
feels
argument.
obnoxiously long.
here's my argument for, again, Goldberg and Undertaker. It's the same argument that for Brett and Vince. Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler was not expected to be good. Michael Cole's not a wrestler. Jerry Lawler was 60 or something. You can't expect that to be any good.
So
Goldberg
why
and
give it
Undertaker.
13 minutes? Why give it 13
I agree with
minutes?
that.
Why give it the wrong finish? Give us the finish and then reverse it afterward. No, that pisses me off way more than Goldberg and Taker. Goldberg and Taker is just a bad match where two legends almost die. Okay, yeah, but I don't actively get upset 14 years later like I just am talking about Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler. It had the wrong finish, the wrong winner. It was the wrong amount of time. That crowd hated it. Everyone's hated it since then. It's considered the worst WrestleMania match of all time. This is obviously Cole and Lawler win.
All right, what does the chat say here?
The chat seemingly we got
Taker, Goldberg, we got Lawler, Cole,
Lawler Cole.
Hold on, Cole. This is Cole and Lawler was comedy. I don't know if that's a vote for Cole and Lawler.
I didn't count that one. I just counted Vala B, Raised, and Davion. That's 3. Then you got Power Driver Finisher goes Goldie Taker. Zeno Hour goes Lawler Cole. Henry, I guess, was saying Goldberg and Taker.
Yeah, Henry went Goldberg and Taker.
Eric says Taker.
What is this? It's
Raphael says easily the worst WrestleMania match. Gordon Winfield says Taker and Goldberg. Louis says Cole. And Raphael says, I don't know if you already counted Raphael. Raphael said Cole and Lawler. So Cole and Lawler.
I can't count. I didn't keep track of these votes.
I counted. It's more Cole and Lawler than Taker. And
I do agree. I do think it is more Cole and Lawler. Like I do think it is on this. Oh, Joel voted for Goldberg and Taker, so he's wrong. So all right, it's Cole and
Lawler. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate you. All right, now we got Cole and Lawler versus Roman and Taker, WrestleMania 33.
That match sucked, but that was a long match too. How long was that shit?
That shit had to be like 23 minutes long. I was there live for that show. Oh my god,
Roman Reigns.
That show had that match and Orton and Bray.
Orton and Bray ruled though, because all the dumb shit that it did. Nah,
stop it! Will you stop?
That match pops me so much with all the shit they put on the ring. That is so funny. Roman and Taker were 23 minutes. Oof.
I got it on the dot. Look at me, I'm great.
That's a rough one. You know what match I actually think is worse than that is the Roman and Triple H match. I think that's a far worse match than Roman and Undertaker. That match annoys
Cole
me.
and Lawler?
Yeah, I'll go Cole and Lawler.
All right, perfect. Cole and Lawler versus Roman and Triple H. That's literally what I had next.
I think Roman and Triple H is one of the worst matches of all time. When you factor everything in, it was a long WrestleMania. It was the main event of WrestleMania. It was for the world title after they put the world title on Triple H in the Royal Rumble. It was another, let's try to make Roman Reigns. That match feels every bit of 50 minutes. It's not even half an hour. It feels every bit of an hour. I hate this match.
It's one of the most boring WrestleMania main events of all time. I hate it too. I'm not as upset about it as Cole and Lawler. So I will go with Cole and Lawler, and we will leave it to the chat. So we'll leave it to the chat. We got 1 for Cole and Lawler from Grays. We got 1 for Vala B for Roman and Triple H. So it's 1-1. Okay, it's 1-1.
Then you got thing is Roman and Triple H.
Yeah, Davion, Roman and Triple H. Eric goes Lawler.
All right, 2-2. Power
driver finisher. He's picked the wrong. No, he didn't. Hold up. Yeah. What's going on here? Okay, now he's saying H. So Roman and H for a power driver finisher. Then we got
Oh,
a
Micah.
super chat donation. Yep, that's the win. That's the win. You send a
Yeah,
super chat donation
you
with
send a
the
super
answer.
chat.
That's
Yeah, Micah.
it.
Micah
That's it. We're
sealed
not
it.
taking any more votes. Roman and Triple H are the king of the hill now. All right.
Appreciate you, Michael. Not only for the super chat, but fellow Avs fan. We're rolling this season. Power play finally showed up on Tuesday night. That was good to see. Appreciate you, Mike. I hope you're doing well. All right, so
Absolutely.
Roman
Thank
and
you.
Triple H has won. Yeah.
Roman and Triple H versus Roman Goldberg, WrestleMania 34.
Bro, I don't remember this
People
match.
people actively walked out the building for that
Wait,
match.
Roman
That's the
and
that.
Goldberg?
Oh, I'm sorry, Roman and Brock. Excuse me, Roman Brock, WrestleMania
Oh,
34.
okay, Roman and Brock. All right, I was about to
People
say.
actively walked out the building for that matchup.
Yeah, that match sucked. Yeah.
I still go Roman and Triple H though.
Yeah, I still got to go Roman and Triple H, honestly. Like Roman and Lesnar wasn't good, but I feel like it's still much shorter. Like
Yeah.
it was a bad finish. It was the wrong finish. I understand why people got upset about it.
WrestleMania 34 is the one in New Orleans where Brock
Yeah,
hits him with like 6 F5s and bloodies Roman, and Brock is so pissed off about the matchup he throws the title
yeah, that rules.
at Vince afterwards backstage.
That actually enhances the match for me.
Yeah, it actually makes it a little bit better because it caused that. Okay, so we'll go Roman and Triple H versus Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal from WrestleMania 25 with Santino winning.
Yeah, the winner there doesn't do this thing any favors because, oof. I still got to go Roman and Triple. It's the main event. It's a main event of WrestleMania. Yeah. That was tough.
Going Roman, Triple H. All right, now we got the contender for it. Roman and Triple H versus Jay versus Jimmy. I'm going Jay versus Jimmy. That pisses me off more than Roman and Triple H. Jay versus Jimmy pisses me off because these guys really wanted to do this matchup. And it felt like the company actively wanted to ruin the storyline. Like everything they did from the moment Jimmy turns on Jay is fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible, and it's a miracle that Jey Uso is a star coming out of that.
This match doesn't bother me that much. I can objectively say it's not a good match, but I'm like they're spamming super kicks. They're doing the let's talk to each other. Like they're trying to do the drama stuff that no one cares about.
Jimmy has to yell at his daughter to pay.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god! Like
that makes the match better to me.
I'm sorry that a match can be funny, but it's still horrible. It's hilariously horrible, which makes it a better candidate to be our King of the Hill for worst matches. I feel like a worst match with charm that is so bad that you get like laughter out of it and it pisses you off at the same time. I think that is a quality that Roman and Triple H don't have over Jimmy and Jay.
This is where I'm gonna disagree with you because this match doesn't piss me off. And if I can find some like humor in it, then I actually enjoy it. Like you know how I am.
So it's not necessarily that the match pisses me off. It's everything up until the matchup pisses me off because it's literally like this company is actively trying to fuck up these two brothers' first ever WrestleMania match.
But that has nothing to do with the match.
Yes, it does. The build has to do with the matchup. How I feel about the matchup going into the matchup, it does dictate how I'm going to feel coming out of the matchup. So all of my feelings coming into the matchup still stayed with me because the match was not good as well. On top of all of that, on top of a horrible, really era-defining for Triple H, because I agree with Louis. This was the first sign that Triple H, the decline was coming. This was the first sign. And he ruined the bloodline. One of the greatest storylines of all time. Everyone knew Roman was not going to work at WrestleMania 32. Everyone knew that Triple H does 20 fucking minute matches. No one knew that Jimmy and Jay would give us a match so bad and the build would be so bad that it would actively ruin the bloodline. This matchup is way worse than Triple H and Roman, and the chat has pretty much confirmed this. It seems like everyone's saying Jimmy and Jay.
Y'all got recency bias. Y'all got recency bias.
I
Y'all don't
no
remember.
no no no. It's not recency bias. It's literally all the reasons that I just listed down. I listed down multiple reasons other than it was too long and it's the main event of WrestleMania.
Look,
That's
I
all
can
that
give you.
Roman has and Triple H has against it.
No, you mentioned like the build being terrible. Let's talk about the build to Roman and Triple H. That build
Oh,
was
that hurt.
god awful as
That's
well.
too.
Yes. Starting with Roman winning the title at Survivor Series and then immediately getting cashed in on by Sheamus and then winning it on Raw and then getting stripped of the title and then putting it up for a battle royal or the Royal Rumble
he
and
wasn't
Triple
stripped
H
of it.
winning.
He was made to defend it in the Rumble.
That was still dumb. Whatever. It was all dumb. And then Triple H winning entering last and winning the friggin' Rumble and the whole thing with the Roman fighting the build to that completely sucked.
But
well.
like that, it's a part of a grander, horrible story, which is the WWE making Roman Reigns into the top guy. This Jimmy and Jay is a part of the greatest storyline, one of the greatest storylines in WWE history, and that match can be really tracked to as the defining moment of the decline of the greatest storyline of all time. I feel like that's more significant than just Roman and Triple H.
I think it's kind of significant that they tried to make Roman Reigns so often, so often, dating back to The Rock. You're booing him when he just won in Philadelphia.
I feel like that's worse. I feel like that's remembered more than the Triple H matchup. Even though I feel like the Triple H matchup is as bad as that, but what's remembered more as like that defining of the fans have rejected Roman Reigns. It's the Rumble over the Triple H match. I think when people think about the decline of the bloodline, what was the first sign that the bloodline, it was a wrap, is when they built up Jimmy and Jay for a freaking year and it blew.
All right.
But it seems like the chat says Jimmy and Jay are going to be the victor. It might not go down for long.
I think the chat has recency bias. I don't think you do. You're very smart and you've made good points. The chat's dumb. The chat has recency bias.
We got Jay and Jimmy from WrestleMania 40 versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler from SummerSlam 2022.
Oh, so this is kind of like the same thing. Is I didn't have high expectations. I said this match was going to be bad if they actually tried to do their fake MMA. I remember on this show, I'm like, you know what they should do? Shayna Baszler wins in 10 seconds with a flying knee. Because that's shocking. That's something different to go out there and give the audience. Because if they try to do fake MMA when we know they're both real MMA fighters in front of a wrestling crowd, it's not going to hit. The crowd does not care enough about Rousey and Shayna for them to get behind a fake MMA match. And that's exactly what they did, and no one cared. And I was like, yeah, that went exactly how I thought. I thought that this was going to go. Jimmy and Jay, I legitimately think like Ronda and Shayna's a worse match. Because again, I find the humor in Jimmy and Jay. I think it's funny how kind of bad it is. I can appreciate how bad it is. Same thing with Triple H and Roman. Like, I just think the match sucks and it has no redeeming quality for me. And that's how I feel with Shayna and Ronda as well. It's a bad match. There's nothing redeeming about this match. I think that's a worse match, but I understand people are gonna go with Jimmy and Jay here.
Yeah, I will say, Ronda and Shayna is horrible, but I'm not upset about it. I'm still upset about how badly they botched Jimmy versus Jay. Like, they literally have done this. They had the bar set in 94 with Brett and Owen. Then went down in 2009 with the Hardys storyline when it wasn't supposed to be Matt. It was actually supposed to be Christian Cage who tried to kill his dog and run him down on the road, but it's actually his brother, which is sicker and demented, and that led to a WrestleMania matchup. And then we went from that to Jimmy turns on the bloodline, then decides, no, I don't want you to be the Tribal G. I'd rather the guy that I turned against to be the tribal chief, I'm going to turn on my brother, my twin brother, who I convinced to leave the bloodline. I'm going to turn on him to rejoin the bloodline. And I have a theme song that says, I'm on my own, Oos. What? What are we
So here's where we differ. SP3. Differ? I think it's differ in this. Here's where we differ on things. You are seemingly more upset. I know you don't think the match is good or anything, but you are more upset about like everything that went into this and the build up to it and it ruining the bloodline, or at least the decline of the bloodline story. And me, I don't care about that. And I'm not saying either of us is right or wrong on this. I understand your perspective.
We have different perspectives. Like another reason why I picked Jimmy and Jay over Roman and Triple H is that was never the plan. Roman and Triple H, that was literally thrown together because WrestleMania 32 is remembered as the injury-ridden WrestleMania. They literally planned out Jimmy and Jay for a fucking year, and still found new ways to fuck it up along the way. And then the match wasn't good, and it just has a couple of funny moments because they overused the super kick, and Jimmy's daughter is not watching the matchup. I'm sorry, that's not enough redeeming qualities for how bad the build-up was, and then how bad the match was.
See, again, this is where we differ. Is none of this bothers me as much as it bothers you. All this is funny to me that they put all of this planning into it, and they did. It's the bloodline, and this is how the decline of everything started. I'm going with what was an actively worse in-ring match, and that's why I don't like Roman and Triple H as much as Jimmy and Jay. I don't think like Jimmy and Jay's not good. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that Jimmy and Jay is a good match or anything, but it didn't actively anger me and like make me want to just turn off my television and be like, I'm over this shit. I could watch Jimmy and Jay again and get a laugh. If it did for you, I understand that. Yeah. I can laugh. I can watch Jimmy and Jay again and be like, yeah, this is dumb as hell. This match sucks. But I can laugh at it. I cannot watch Triple H and Roman Reigns again. I would just be like, no, this all sucks. I just want to turn this off. That's where we have a difference of opinion on how we're great. And again, I'm not saying either of us are right or wrong. That's just the mentality that we have when it comes to this.
All right.
I don't care. They didn't plan for these funny moments. It's still hilarious that they happened. So funny to me.
Yeah, this is really what I'm doing. I'm just coming up with more reasons why Jimmy and Jay.
It's very good.
Is so horrible.
I appreciate like how much you hate this match, honestly. But I really do.
I think it's finally found this match: Jimmy and Jay versus Orton and Bray, WrestleMania 37.
Oh man, see, like. I love this match for all the wrong reasons.
It's the Alexa Bliss Blackpool match.
Yeah, that rules. It starts with Bray popping out of the box-like structure, I should say. And
they do the evolution. How he went from burnt Bray.
Yeah, and he's just like it's like a mirror effect, and he's not burnt anymore. And he pops out of the box-like structure, and it's a clothesline. And then the match sucks after that. I'm not saying the match is good, but the goo makes this match. It's the most hilarious thing in the world when that shit happens, and then Bray just turns around, one RKO. He's some undefeatable monster, and one RKO just ends it. It's so hilarious.
I'm going with Orton and Bray.
I love both of these. I actually think Jimmy and Jay has less redeeming qualities than Orton and Bray. Orton Bray has more redeeming qualities that I can laugh at.
Because it's funnier.
Yeah. Yes, it's a much funnier match. I don't think it's a worse match. I mean, maybe it's a worse match. But as far as like redeeming qualities of what can I watch again? I can watch Orton and Bray. I can watch Jimmy and Jay again. Like, it's fine. But I'd rather watch Orton and Bray again.
So you're going Jimmy and Jay. I'm going Orton and
I'm going Jimmy and Jay.
We got one for Orton and Bray. We got Balub for Orton and Bray. Graves for Orton and Bray. We got Joel says as Jimmy and Jay was poor execution, while Orton and Bray was campy as hell. So I guess he's going Jay and Jimmy.
I think Power Finisher went Jay and Jimmy. So what are we at? 2-2 or 2-2?
Let me see.
Balloons and confetti, everybody.
Yeah, it's 2-2. So whoever's next, or if you want to send a super chat, you can determine who wins this battle. Eric says Bray.
Eric went Bray. All right. Looks
take
like
one more vote. So Jimmy and Jay needs one more vote to keep the vote open. So we'll take one more vote. Whoever is next to vote will determine. Orton and Bray wins. Alexa Bliss Gamer, of course.
Alexa Bliss Gamer already voted for Orton and Bray, I thought.
No. I only counted Grays,
okay.
Vala.
Grays and Vala. Yeah. Okay. You're right. All right.
Yeah. All right. Orton and Bray, WrestleMania 37.
How dare you, Alexa Bliss Gamer, turning against Alexa Bliss like this?
Orton and Bray, WrestleMania 37 versus Orton and Bray, WrestleMania 33.
Oh. We need to do Worst of the Weeds again and watch both of these matches, by the way.
Back to
back.
Really
do.
And the House of Forest. And the House of Forest. They have three of the worst matches of all time.
Need to watch it like it's a trilogy.
Yeah, you know I mean? Like it's a movie. It's a movie. We're watching back to back to back.
Yeah.
Like it's Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that for Worst of the Weeds in the coming weeks. We're gonna watch the trilogy of Orton and Bray. It's a film franchise.
Damn, if you weren't doing Halloween trick or treat, I would say that's a perfect Worst of the Weeds for Halloween Day.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you after the show. After the show, because our plans might be changed because it's raining here. And so I don't know if we're gonna go out in the rain and do all this. We might still, here, you know the kids. Like the kids are gonna be like, we want to go get candy. Who cares about this rain type of thing? But if it's like really coming down, we'll probably stay home. And so if we do stay home, we can do this tonight. We can do a Worst of the Weeds with these matches. So I'll let you know later on when our plans get figured out. All right, people seem to go 37. I like both of these matches.
I'm going 37. I was live.
You going 37?
I was live for 33. It was a horrible live experience, but I will go with 37.
I feel, and my memory is not good, so I'm gonna completely misremember all of these. I feel like 33 is actually like the worst wrestling match of the two.
Yes.
As far as like in ring,
it's barely a match.
Yeah. I feel like
it's like a 5-minute Divas match masquerading as a WWE title match.
Yeah, it's a lot of like rest holds and stuff from what I recall because they got to do the dumb shit on the mat. Mm-hmm. So I feel like 33 is actually the worst match of the two. But they both got moments that just completely pop me. So I'm going 33. I think the chat seems to be going 37, so that's 37. Fine. But yeah, I'm going 33. I think it's actually the worst match of the two.
All right, we're gonna go. We got three more to go.
Okay, we still got to talk about Dynamite.
I know we got 3 more to go here. Orton and Bray, WrestleMania 37 versus Cena, Johnny Ace from Over the Limit 2000.
I was there. I was at this match. Yeah, this headlined over Punk and Danielson, which was very funny.
Yes, I remember being pissed off about that like 13 years ago.
Yeah, I was there for this match. I don't remember anything about this match. I gotta go Cena and Johnny Ace because I don't think that's like a good match at all. I don't think it has like any redeeming quality. The fact that it headlined over like a great match and like Big Show got involved in this dumb match, didn't he?
Yeah, Johnny Ace won. Yeah, I'm going Cena and Johnny Ace.
Yeah, that's a worse match.
That was horrible.
There's redeeming stuff for the Bray and Orton match that pops me. There's nothing from Cena and Johnny Ace.
Cena and Johnny Ace versus James Storm, versus Chris Harris blindfold cage match.
I mean, when we reviewed that, like, I think we both kind of agreed that wasn't as bad as it could have been. It's really bad.
No, it's not.
Like, it's not good, but I don't put that on the performers so much. Like, their limitations are, it's a blindfold match. It ain't gonna be good. So
yeah,
I don't put that so much on the performers. Cena and Johnny Ace, like, I put that. Johnny Ace is what he is, but they were at least in a semi position to succeed. Again, main event. I don't think there's anything redeeming about that match. So I'm going Cena and Johnny on that one.
All right. Cena and Johnny has one last challenger, the main event of our King of the Hill. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Cena and Johnny Ace versus The Fiend versus Seth Rollins. Hell in a Cell.
Oh, Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
Nah.
Hell in a Cell is King of the Hill.
People are going to pick Hell in a Cell. I'm going John Cena and Johnny Ace because the Hell in a Cell match, again, has dumb shit that I find hilarious. So I actually like it.
It's definitely the Hell in a Cell.
That match is hilarious. All right? Like, the Fiend just no-selling everything. A Hell in a Cell that ends in a DQ. You know the funniest thing about this match is that I still remember to this day. This is when they did those dumb watch-alongs, and Sean Waltman is just like, what the fuck was that? That ruled. I like I don't like it. It's an objectively bad match. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's a good match or anything, but it's hilarious to me at how bad it is. Cena and Johnny Ace just like sucked.
That drew AEW chants.
Yeah, that's funny.
That finish was.
That's funny to me.
I'm going with Fiend and Seth here. So the chat has to decide. We got one from Raphael.
Oh, they went Fiend and Seth. They went Fiend and Seth. We don't have to check this yet. They went Hell in a Cell. Which I figured they would. I understand why they would. But to me, it's funny.
Your sense of humor is so weird. I love it.
Y'all are some haters. Haters.
So Fiend and Seth is our King of the Hill for worst matches. We have plenty other worst matches, so we will keep it as the King of the Hill for the next one that we do.
There's plenty more over on Fightful Overbooked. Click that subscribe button, tap that bell, get your notifications, and while you're at it, like the videos, interact with them, say some stuff. We want to hear from you. While you're at it, join us every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live for In the Weeds. You might like it.